It's completely unnecessary, but I just added the CPA title in the title, so you'll click on this video. And since you are already here, let's talk about money. Money. Money? Money? Money. Basta pag-usapan natin ng pera. G, I am part of the community who's living paycheck to paycheck, and it sucks. I mean, we just gotta do what we got to do to put food on our respective tables, even if that means we have to work on a job for the sole purpose of making money and nothing more. That's why it is better to have a solid financial game plan for us to avoid getting into trouble when an unexpected thing happens like this pandemic. And para na din magawa natin yung mga trip nating gawin sa buhay, di ba? And for this video, it's not gonna be so technical. More on practical tips throughout working for almost 5 years, or I think more than 5 years, and handling my own finances. I think 5 years would be a good spot for someone to learn a lot in terms of handling his or her own money. And so here comes the first item. If you can cut your expenses, then make more money. Yan. So, mostly yung mga napaparinig natin sa mga tao is cut your expenses, cut your expenses, cut your expenses. And basically, it's the good thing to do, especially if we are spending on unnecessary things. But if you're struggling to keep those enjoyable things because of the level of your income as of the moment, or meron tayong mga emergency bills na kailangan bayaran, then consider the general people's advice to cut your expenses, di ba? Or we can make more money, alright? But how do we make more money? Yan, medyo mahirap siyang sagutin on a specific level. But for me, it's just that be someone that someone needs. Alright? Oh, cheesy naman. No, hindi. I mean, for example, if someone needs to have their taxes done and you happen to know how to do taxes, then do it for a fee. Or for example, in my side gig, if some people wants to have their photos taken, then I can do it for them. Or for their businesses, products, diba? Product photography, videography, then I can do it for them. And there are a ton more activities or side gigs that you can do to make money. It just so happened I'm close to those things, taxes, photography, filmmaking. I mean, those things are just the very best pair of things to have in your pocket. Tax, photography, filmmaking? Seriously? I mean, you get the point. And malay mo, magustuhan mo pa yung side gig mo and ma-realize mo na it's something that you want to do in the future or for a long period of time. But nonetheless, if kaya natin bawasan yung expenses natin and kaya din natin iangat yung income level natin, and I think that's a good combination to have for a better day-to-day financial decisions that will give us some sort of a better financial future. Second is establish buffer fund and emergency fund. And with the COVID-19 shaking everyone down, siguro naman na-realize na natin kung ano yung importance ng savings, di ba? Sorry. I recently read an article na yung previously na 3 months na buffer fund, yung standard, it should now be 12 months. Lalo na yung naganap tong pandemic, diba? Para hindi tayo mahirapan just in case na mangyari to ulit. But in the vast majority of Filipinos jobs, ang hirap i-achieve ng 12 months. By the way, buffer fund is for small and unexpected expenses. Parking ticket, penalty fee kasi na-late ka sa trabaho, or even travel back and forth kasi naiwan mo yung cellphone mo sa bahay. While emergency fund are those big ticket items, like for example, losing your job, major house or car repair, or big hospital fees. The relationship between the two is that buffer fund supports our emergency fund in a way na kapag meron tayong small unfortunate events na may kailangan tayong bayaran, hindi natin magagalaw yung big savings natin, which is the emergency fund. So, yung ipon mo na yun, na 1, 2 months, 3 months worth of expenses is that kahit hindi ka mag-earn during those months na ini-establish mo, for example, yung freelance business mo, is that you can sustain pa rin yung expenses mo kahit hindi ka kumikita. And so, friends, kapag wala na ba akong pangkape, wala na ba akong pang milk tea, wala na pang SP, pwede ko bang galawin yun? Dude, of course. Coffee, milk tea, it's an emergency. And you know I'm kidding, right? Renz, paano pag sale ng Shopee, Lazada, di ba? Add to cart now. Add to cart now. Add to cart now.
Add to cart now.
No. You can only use this fund kapag emergency lang talaga. And hopefully, hindi natin magamit. But, it's better to have those funds ready kapag nga unwanted events is maganap ulit sa bansa or sa buong mundo. Start buying insurance and start investing. We've all heard this, di ba? Numerous times na kailangan natin mag-invest. And it's really true. Especially dun sa mga young professionals, start as early as now because the best time to invest is now. And because tomorrow is a day late, di ba? Get me? And don't ever think that it's too late for you to invest. It's never too late for anyone to invest for themselves or for their family. I'm sure naalo ka na ng insurance ang isa sa mga kaibigan mo. And don't try to ignore them. If you haven't really invested in insurance, try to talk to them, di ba? Know what products are available in the market. Especially, kanya-kanya yan eh. Depende do sa need mo in the future. And if you haven't talked to your financial advisor friends, I'm not an expert financial advisor then, and you happen to know one, then go pause this video. You can watch it later. Talk to them. You know. And since you have already talked to them, so I'll just give you an overview, diba? Insurance will protect you and your family from unwanted events na mangyayari like you passing away. Huwag naman sana, diba? Knock on wood. Passing away includes financial costs, which isn't a good thing to pair with the emotional cost, stress to the family of someone who passed away. Also, when you get sick, when you're old, or you just want to fund your kids' education, insurance will help. And as of now, I have paid off my 5-year insurance payments from BDO Life. Not sponsored because I don't have much of a large audience and I'm not an influencer kind of guy. Ayan. Iningayan na tayo ng motor. I'm just blabbering around here. So the point is, start investing as early as now. Fourth, track your available cash. And by this, I mean, know how much out of your cash is spendable without guilt. And one thing that I learned early is that the cash you have doesn't equate to the cash that you actually own. Kasi nga, meron tayong mga liabilities. And technically, part of our cash is owned by the bank or someone who you're indebted with. And it's as simple as the accounting equation of assets less liabilities is equal to equity. And same goes with our cash. If that's the only asset that we have, less our liabilities is equal to our cash that is available for saving or for spending. And I also happen to deduct from my available cash the buffer fund and the emergency fund that I have established. Kasi nga, kung hindi ko siya i-deduct, is as if wala akong na-establish na buffer fund or emergency fund and maubos lang yon. So, yeah. That's how I compute or track my cash. And over the past couple of years that I have tracked my finances, I've also created this financial tracker, and if you're interested, I can share them with you. Just comment down below. Right? Lastly, pay it in cash. So I'm a firm believer that if you cannot afford the thing that you want in cash, you shouldn't buy it in credit. Except siguro, syempre sa bahay at lupa or even sa sasakyan. Sasakyan. Pero kasi, for the cars, my mindset is that over the first few years of using it, di ba, yung cars will depreciate its value significantly. And will lose a ton of value over the first few years of using it and paying it. And the value of our car will be significantly lower than the value of the loan that we took out of the car at the end of the payment term. So, I mean, there are still a lot of things to consider when buying a car, and that's just me. I'm no expert on cars. But for me, I'd rather buy a good used car than to be stressed by the monthly payments, di ba? Kapag bumili tayo ng brand new tapos installment. Especially if the main reason that you're going to get a brand new car is just to get a social approval. Di ba? You know what I mean? And it's just for my preference, And another example is that if you are looking at upgrading your phones, gadgets, diba? Ask yourself, can I afford it in cash? Or can I not do what I usually do with the current gadget that I have? If the answer is no, then you know what to do. We have different kinds of way on how we manage our money, and my method and mindset works for me. And it may or may not work for you, but make sure that in every scenario that money is involved, always evaluate your action at the end of the day so that you learn over the years you're doing financial decisions. And after all, it's your life. It's your money. That's it. And before I end this video, I just want to add na watch more videos about money or read books about money, and I guarantee you'll be more financially literate, diba? And it will significantly change your spending habits or how you handle money. And yeah, that's it. And as I have said pala in my previous videos, I'm doing these videos not just to inspire or inform other people, but also to inspire and remind myself on what kind of mindset should I retain in my life, diba? To be as cool and happy as I want to be. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you have money tips, financial tips that you would like to share with everyone, we can all learn from each other. Just comment down below. So, yeah. I'm so tired. It's 6 a.m. Yeah. It's 6:12 a.m. At yan, dadaanan na yung mga tricycle. And so, let's end this one. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video, beautiful people. And peace out.